So what is up, everybody? Peytonovic, and if you saw my last video on this HDMI splitter, you know that I was not impressed. I got this off eBay for just under $10, and it failed after about 24 hours. So what did I do? I went ahead and went back onto eBay and got a different setup. So this is the YS199 HDMI switch. Again, it is 5 inputs to 1 output. So if you have like one input of HDMI to your TV, this would be something to consider. Here's the back, a whole bunch of writing. It's in Chinese, it's poorly translated, yada yada yada. It claims to be intelligent, meaning that if you have, you know, your inputs here, and one of them is not powered, it's turned off, then it's going to skip that one and go to the one that is powered. This is what you get. Again, I paid probably $12, $13 for this. Includes a remote. Does not include a power cable, which I was baffled by. Why I would expect this unit to be powered. But it does say that if you are using standard devices, you won't need a power supply. Interesting. I don't need a power supply. So I've taken out the staple from the scalp case. You can see here that cardboard insert looks like. HDMI switcher, YS199, HDMI. Here's the unit itself. It is a plastic shell. You can see that there is a port for power supply. There's your one output, and here's your inputs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one output. And there are also select manual buttons. Very audible click. There's LED lights along those. That should light up when you're on the selected switch. It says 1080p. HDMI switch. You know, 1080p HDMI. This says IR. There's a little cutout there. That must be your IR receiver. Again, plastic shell. It feels pretty cheap. Made in China. It does. These little feet here are rubber. It's really light. A little bit of creakiness to it. So next up is the remote for the YS199. That's the size of it. Profile. Couple of AAA, excuse me. Yeah, a couple of AAA batteries in there. Well, this little battery door seems pretty hokey. But it goes in there. Positive feel on the input buttons. Again, pretty light, but you know, feels alright, fits in the hand, you know, it's fatter down here. Like you're going to be doing rapid fire with your remote for your HDMI switcher. So let's go ahead and plug this in. I've got a Xbox 360. I have a PS3 and a Amazon Fire Stick, all with HDMI outputs. So I'm going to go ahead and plug all of those into this. I'm not going to hook up a power supply to it, and we're going to see how it does. Alright, so I have connected my HDMI splitter here, and again I have my Xbox 360, my PS3, as well as a Fire Stick hooked up to it. I don't have 5 HDMIs hooked up to it. As you can see, there's a blue LED, and it's quite bright. There's no power supply hooked to this. It is pretty much when I hooked up the Amazon Fire Stick to here, it lit up, and that's in the number 1 spot. Here is my TV, and it is a Seiki TV, which is nothing to brag about. But what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and switch over to HDMI. Okay, that's the Amazon Fire Stick right there. I'm going to pick up the controller here. The Amazon Fire Stick should be on 1. So we're going to hit the 2 and see what happens. We have a blank screen. Oh, wait. Oh, there it goes. There's the 360. Pretty cool. And we're going to bring this up. We're going to go ahead and we're going to hit number 3. See what happens. Oh, there's the PS3. And does anything happen on 4? No, it loops right back around to the original control port, which was the Amazon Fire Stick, number 1. So, I'm going to go ahead and reach up here, find the manual switch. Right now we're on channel 1, the Amazon Fire Stick. And I'm going to go ahead and try to hit number 2. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Oh man, it doesn't do anything with these manual buttons. I'm going to hold down the button, see if it does anything. So your manual buttons don't do anything. What if I come back here and I hit 2? Oh, back to the 360. Hit the number 3 button and I'm back to the PS3. So with this setup, your remote, very important unless you want to unplug the power supply to your other devices. Again, got this on eBay for $12, $13. No power supply. The devices that are on it power it, and it's working really quite well. Again, you need that remote. Keep that remote, because let's see if I can go ahead and change it right here. Not doing anything. Not doing anything. That stays the same. Keep your remote, that's for sure. If you pick up this $12, $13 eBay HDMI splitter. Make sure your remote's working, because otherwise you're going to be wrestling with it. I would give it a recommend, especially over the other one that I did. And if you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and put them down below. I'll see what I can do to answer them. And later on, I'll be sure to go ahead and post a little bit more about my game setup here, my console setup. That'll be coming in the future. So again, the YS 199 with remote. I'd say it's money well spent, because it was only 13 bucks. All right, Pejtonovic out.